Now we'll start creating the measures. But before we do that, we need to change the name of this table. So just right click it and rename it. So we can call it clean. If we bring out a card, which is this one, and we'll say, for example, what is the total actual sales? It will give us this figure, 2.6 billion. We're not using it, so we're not editing anything. It's just for reference. And we'll say, let's see the total target, 2.5. Okay, so let's bring the target first. Then we'll bring the actual. Okay, Control C, Control V. That's copy and paste. Now let's see the variance is 46. Control C, Control V. Let's see the variance percentage. So we copy this one and paste, Control C, Control V, and we move it and put the variance percentage. It will give us 0.83. If we click on it and then change it to percentage, it will give us 82.5, but it's the average that we need, not the sum. So click on it and say average to give us an average of 1.72. But we said to generate all these, we use DAX, which is better and more professional as a data analyst. So how do we go about it? For organization purpose, we want to create a table where we put all our DAX. So come to home, come to enter data. You just change it to all measures and click load. So we open it, right click, and we'll say create a new measure. So the first measure we want to create in this table called clean, go to this column called target and sum everything you have there. So we want to say target equals the sum. Go to the table called clean and we're looking for target. Close the brackets and then we'll press enter to give us the total target. We bring out a card and we use total target. You can see we have exactly the same thing. Now let's change the currency. Click on it, come to the currency here. We want to use Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We want to do the next one. So we don't need this column, delete it. Delete from model. It's not serving us any purpose. So we need total actual. So right click and say new measure. So call this one total actual. So this is equal the sum of the actual, and we close the brackets. So take off this one and change it to Nigeria. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, which is the next one. To do the variance, if we go to the main data, go to clean, you see that we need to take it row by row. We need to do 61 minus 44 to get this value. We need to do 41 minus 33 to get this value. So we need to do it one at a time. So we write an iteration function. We'll come here and we create a new measure. We'll call it our variance. So the variance will be Sumx. So we're using an iteration function. And Sumx, what Sumx will do, it will take the calculation one at a time. But sum will just come do the total sum for the actual minus the total sum for the target. But that is not what we want. We want the calculation to go row by row. So we'll do Sumx. Sumx will ask you for two things. One is to ask for the name of the table, and then it will tell you what is the expression. In this case, the name of the table is clean, comma, and what is the expression? The expression is the actual minus the target, and then we'll press enter. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and we'll say take this off, give us the variance. It will give us 4.6. So let's create the variance percentage. Say new measure, and then we'll say the variance percentage is equals. So let's use the Averagex function. The Averagex function, And in the Averagex function, we need the name of the table, which is clean, comma. We need the name of the, so what I do, I press shift, press enter. So it takes me to a new line. So we need the divide function. And in the divide function, we want to do the numerator. In this case, the numerator is the actual minus the target. So we see the actual minus the target, comma. The denominator is the target, comma. If there's an error, it show us the value 0. So we close the brackets and we close the final brackets. Okay, so what we have here, you're saying to calculate the variance percentage, do the average row by row. What you should do, go to the table called clean, then do the divide. The division, the numerator is actual minus target. Then the denominator is the target. If there's an error, place 0 and we close it and we press enter. So if we Ctrl C, Ctrl V this, take off the variance and then bring up the variance percentage, it gives us 0.02. No problem, we'll simply convert it to percentage and it gives us 1.72. So exactly what we have here. So with this, you'll agree with me when we say we don't need to create this extra column called variance 2 and variance 2 percentage in our data set.